ever had a fantastic story where you weren't sure you should tell it or people would even believe you? Well, here's one for you. My name's Beatrice. Everybody calls me B, so you can call me that as well. I'm an accountant. I work with a lot of people, but one of my main clients is what I'm going to call the Woodsy radio station. And I was just finishing up that night, and normally I had a friend who would escort me out, but I think she had something to do with her boyfriend that night. I'm not sure. So anyway, I was just wrapping up the day. I was just getting ready to go home, and I had no idea what was going to take place later on that night. And I think if I had been a little bit more awake, I might have noticed something was a little bit off, but what can you do? Anyway, all I was thinking that night was, I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to get in my pajamas, and I'm going to read the Bible and go to sleep. Start all over again the next day. Well, anyway, still had no idea that I had little friends in my bag by the time I got home, and that's where all the trouble started. That's not one of them. That's my cat, Grumpy Potato, walking through the house, and then whoops, fell down. I had forgotten in my zombified state that she had a tendency to wind herself around my ankles when I got home. Anyway, we just went to the bathroom, and I took my shower and started brushing my teeth while she continued to be a menace. I get my nightly routine done, and I reach my bedroom maybe around midnight or so, starting to pull the covers back, and this high-pitched noise like ee comes from the living room. Naturally, I go to the living room as fast as I can, and Grumpy Potato is chasing these things all over the living room. My first thoughts are, what are those? There's so many! Are they mice? Where are they glowing? But then, one of them stands its ground, and I swear to you, I heard an old man's voice say, "Bad kitty," before its glow suddenly became brighter and brighter. Potato started hissing up a storm, and I'm frozen in fear, especially as the ball turned into what I can only describe as a monster. And if that wasn't bad enough, he started growling and barking like Cerberus from Hades. Next thing I knew, Grumpy had zipped by me, and I was right behind her. I locked the door, and then I pulled and pushed my dresser as fast as I could. All I remember from that moment was collapsing on the floor and taking deep breaths as I waited for something or anything to happen. But the house was quiet, like nothing had ever happened. So I'm sitting there on the floor, and I'm trying to think of my options, because I couldn't call the police. I had left my phone in the kitchen. I couldn't escape out of the house because my windows in the bedroom were too high from the ground, and I wasn't 100% confident that I could make it past that beast in my living room. It was at this point I had a little guest in my bedroom and didn't know it yet. I did feel that poke, but I brushed it off because surely that was a cramp from my muscles from just shoving the dresser. Then he decided to get my attention in a different way, because the next thing I knew, there was a small mint-colored little guy in my lap. He gave a polite little bow and introduced himself. I'm just going to note here that I'm repeating word for word what he said to me at this time, and I learned later that he was learning English, so bear with me. I am leader of my people. I speak earth little bit. We come peaceful. We talk. If you stuck around till the end, you have my deepest thanks. Part 2 will come out as soon as humanly possible. In the meantime, have a Bible verse before you go. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. By Hebrews 13:2.